I wrote a piece for the for the Washington Post that came out the morning after the election on Wednesday the 5th, where I explained what I thought we needed to do as Republicans to find our way out of the wilderness. And I suggested that we return to first principles of the Republican Party: limited government, economic freedom. Those are the principles. Those have always been the first and second article of faith for Republicans, and that's what can propel us back into the majority, because that, I think people will come to realize, particularly where we're going with the bailout and where the economy is going, that we simply cannot dig our way out of this by replacing economic incentives with political incentives. I wrote that while Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations may be on the discount rack this year, the free market is still the most efficient way to allocate resources and allocate capital and human resources in an economy, and Americans know it. I think that certainly is the case. I think Republicans also need to realize that focusing on the wedge issues of the past will not grow the Republican Party. The tone and tenor of the immigration debate has done the Republican Party immeasurable damage, and focusing on social issues while ignoring our principles on limited government and free markets will not broaden our base. But I am optimistic. I really am. When you're at rock bottom, there's only one way to go up. But not just for that. But I think that we, as I mentioned, our strongest suit, and I'm speaking as a Republican here, and I know that everybody here is not, but our strongest suit is limited government, economic freedom, individual liberty. And if we'll get back to those first principles with groups like Reason to be there as the lodestar for us, then we can certainly gain favor again, and also educate those who need to be educated. And much as Reason has done for 40 years, I've been so pleased to have an association with Reason for a long time. I headed the Goldwater Institute for 7 years, and I always wanted to be like the Reason Foundation. And dealing with Bob Poole and Bill Eggers and others on transportation and other issues. So I've admired Reason for a long time, long before I got to Congress. But I wish that more of my colleagues would subscribe to Reason and also subscribe to the principles that you've enunciated so well. So thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor to be here at this anniversary.